Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. Come hang out with us. If you're like working and you don't really want to work, just load us up, pop us in the left-hand corner. Just search for @Tom and Dan Live.
Yeah, you can also listen to audio only through your phone. Mm-hmm. So if you want to listen to us live, and you get behind the scenes. I say behind the scenes is usually just us trying to figure out how to fix
how to do this. yeah. Like
we're like email the Zoom link. Oh my god.
We don't. I mean, you would think that we know how to do this perfectly, and we don't.
Well, I feel like I know how, I just can't execute.
Hard to execute. It is daily.
Like, I can tell you how to be a perfect person.
Yes.
And every minute of the day be the most efficient possible, eat clean,
but
exercise,
I don't want to do it.
Meditate.
I don't feel like doing it.
Yeah. I can't execute that.
I,
so I don't do it.
I agree. I agree with that.
We know how, though. Anyway.
Yeah. Are we doing Weird Job here?
First, I want to talk about the Science Center Science Night Live is this Saturday.
Yes.
OSC.org. You can get your tickets there.
OSC.org. Become a member. That will save you money, number one. Number two, if you've never been to a Science Night Live, it is some real good adult night, date night stuff.
Yeah, if you're looking for a great date night. And this Saturday is superhero science. Yep. So if you're into superheroes, because they got the new DC exhibit there.
Most adults I know are into superheroes.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
I happen to be like one of one that is not.
Yeah. So you can go there, enjoy some drinks. They got special speakers and
special engagements, special things for you to do. A couple of cocktails, you know, and under the
walk
stars.
Around. It's nice.
It's fun. It's okay. Weird Job Wednesday.
Yeah.
I know that we have a person on the line. You're in charge of like Weird Jobs now. You've been really doing a great job. We know the person that's on the line.
Yeah.
Do we want to bring him up?
Yes, we can. I know. Do you want to play
his? I have his song. Justin, are you there? Oh my God.
Well,
Justin, are you there, sir?
I'm here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
we did it. All right. Here is your song. I made this one custom. This you smash it or trash it. Tom, tell me if you want me to start doing this. If we know the person on the line, should I write them a custom song? And kind of, you said yesterday that your love language is busting people's balls, and I figured I would bust Justin's balls a little bit with a custom Weird Job song. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. Let's do it.
This guy used to be big and fat. He used to have a big fat wife.
Oh, come on.
She cheated on him. He went off the deep end. Now he's BDM for life. He got gastric bypass and went on our cruise. Passed out in a wheelchair while barfing up booze. Now it's Weird Job Wednesday and you know we can't lose. Here's Justin, the big fat slow.
My hip is fixed. I'm dancing. Look at me. I'm fixed.
It's too far. He's doing us a favor because I told him.
Hold on. He's coming back around. Big fat soul.
I'm sorry, Justin.
Amazing.
I'm sorry.
I'll send you that.
Justin's a nice
Justin,
man.
do you want that in an MP3 or WAV? Which would you prefer?
MP3.
MP3. I got you, son. I got you, son.
I'm sorry, Justin. Daniel told me this morning. He's like, "Should I write Justin a custom song?"
That's your fault.
And then I'm like, yeah, I'll write him a custom song, but Daniel's like, well, how far can I go? And then I said, anything goes.
He did. He said he gave me the old anything goes.
Anything goes.
I haven't heard an anything goes back when we had females working in this vessel, sir.
I'm like,
no bananas on this boat.
And I think Justin's tough. He can handle anything, but that was too far, Justin. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Absolutely was that too far.
No.
Welcome to the show. We love you. We're glad you're alive.
Justin flies down for events and said he'll beat him for life. He said this is the best group of people he's ever met.
He told me me in private he'd smother an infant for me if he needed to do it. He'd smother an infant.
I'll publicly say that.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't say that.
Thank you.
Don't say that.
We're just like
right.
we have an army of people that can stand by. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of that,
all the infants.
Justin, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. Doing really well.
So, Justin,
that sounded a little like the crash out.
Yeah, everyone's gonna read into that.
Yeah.
Here come the emails.
So, tell us about your job, Justin. I know you're in sales of some sort.
So I've been in sales in some capacity for the past 20 years, selling building materials. I'm currently a territory manager for a building material supplier. So I'm in Indianapolis. So I have pretty much all of central Indiana as my territory, and I
Wow.
travel to like Lowe's and Home Depot, and then smaller lumber yards like Decks and Docks and 84 Lumbers and ABC Supplies, and then also like manufacturers who like manufacture furniture and start out with raw materials like plywood and particle board and things like that. So I have a pretty wide array of things that I sell.
Are you only in wood or because
Yeah,
okay?
Is it all wood?
No, hold on. There's a
Okay.
reason I asked this. I've been getting up early in the morning because I'm an old man to do my exercising, and I usually do my pool aerobics around 4:30 a.m. And so I'm up watching TV on the Peloton this morning. No, it's like 5:30, and I'm watching. It's like 5:30. I'm watching TV. A commercial comes on, and it's like it's a bunch of guys loading wood into a house, and it goes. It's like if you're building a house and using wood, you're gay. And it's like use block. Block is the only way. It's seriously. It's like
it's big block.
It's anti-wood, and it says use block, and it's like. There's a website. It's like somethingblock.com, and it's big block. It's telling you that wood is gay, and your house is going to be flimsy. And I'm serious.
Yeah, the bugs will get it.
The imagery of the guy carrying the wood in the house, he's carrying like wood that's so long that as he walks, it bounces.
Oh yeah, they're like, look at this
They're
rubber
like, look
wood.
at how flimsy this is. Hurricane season, like, and
they sold me.
they got
big block.
They got me.
me.
Big block got me. Is that a real thing in the building? Am I like? Did I?
Is it block versus wood?
Yeah. What is that?
So it depends on the market. So Florida, very much so. Block is going to be the better material to build with. In Indiana, it's all stick built. So yeah, it really just depends on what you're dealing with. You guys have hurricanes, so block is going to stand up better. We have tornadoes, so it doesn't really matter what it's made of.
Oh, hold
I don't
on.
believe that.
Big block told me.
Big block told me tornadoes are like
They can stand a tornado.
they're like,
It's a bomb shelter.
It'll blow the roof off, but that sticks.
Yeah.
That's why you got to build your roof with block.
Yes.
I'm pro
Yeah,
block
the whole
roofing.
thing.
Yeah. Why don't they build a block roof?
That's how they did it with Hitler's bunker. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
18 feet deep of concrete. You know,
Yeah.
Like, I want 18 feet of concrete on top
yeah,
of my
nothing
house.
can get you. Sorry,
But we
Justin.
sell pretty much everything.
All right.
So we're a national company. So we're coast to coast, one of the largest in the country.
I've always wanted to be able to
so-
say I'm nationwide.
Okay, so Justin, hold on. Let's get back down to the basics and let's talk sales. Because I'm a sales guy. I don't know if you knew that.
It's in
You
your
know,
blood.
yeah. I can do some selling.
can.
You know, I've been.
They call him that. They call him Selling Tom.
Yeah. And what I've learned from sales is it's all relationships.
Yes.
It doesn't even matter
Absolutely.
No.
what you're selling or
doesn't-
how good it is.
It doesn't even matter if the person needs what you're selling.
yeah. you
It's
do-
just
yeah.
can you get their money and make them smile?
yeah. And then
Pretty much.
And so it's all like, hey, and then it's like there's some bribery, you know, built in. It's
I
like,
call that great. That's
Obviously,
just
I
great.
take guys to lunch and dinner and out for drinks. And
Yeah.
we sometimes head to
I
the
mean,
gentlemen's clubs.
Fellas, hopefully I'm not talking out of turn here, but we're men, and men are machines, and men need grease, and
Yeah.
that's what money is, and that's what bribes are.
Yeah.
You're darn right.
So then, you know, you do a little bit of bribery, you do a little bit
Yeah.
of a relationship building.
Like, who wants to go to the steakhouse? Who wants to go to the strip club?
and
Yes,
then
sir.
and then really it just turns into absolutely nothing to do with the product or customer whatsoever.
No, it
And
ends up.
then
You know what it ends up becoming?
If you're good enough,
it ends up
yeah.
becoming. Oh, your daughter goes to Lockheed Academy too. Well, that's amazing. Put it here, champ.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a Falcon.
Yeah.
It becomes one of those.
Here's 3 gift certificates to Top Golf. Can you get me 4?
Oh
No,
my God!
I don't have 4.
Do people know our whole business is
Yeah,
being
right.
held together by 3 gift certificates to Topgolf? Our entire company is being held together currently by 3 gift certificates to Orlando Topgolf.
Yeah. And then 1 thank you
Yeah.
card.
And 1 thank you card. And we keep getting these thank you cards with scratch-offs back in the mail. And I scratch them. I scratch them, and
There's
we're rich.
hundreds.
We're rich right now.
And then I'm like, who are these ghost people? I mean, do we even know if they exist?
Do the
They
listeners,
pay.
Here's the poetic part. Do the listeners that don't listen to our show and don't care about it anymore know we think about them?
That's what I'm like, I need
know I'm
them to
thinking
know we're thinking
Do
about
they?
you.
Is there a tingle?
Should I go read the
Yeah.
names? There's hundreds of
To the
names.
bottom, read the names. No, then it becomes like a very solemn thing.
Sorry,
do it the
Justin.
day after Memorial Day.
So how do you sell lumber to Lowe's? I feel like that they're
that's
just
like trying to sell the ocean to God.
like do they
So-
actually price out different lumber or what is it?
So Lowe's, really the only thing we sell consistently to them is their vinyl siding. They stock our vinyl siding that we sell.
All right.
But I do sell them lumber in like house packages. If they're buying an entire house package from me, then I can usually sell them units of lumber. But other than that, they buy it in large quantities by the rail car that goes to a distribution center.
What makes your vinyl siding the one that Tom and I should go with for our family?
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. Well, is it the
You
easiest
absolutely shouldn't.
Okay. Wow. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I've always
it
been-
doesn't even matter about
You know,
the product.
I'm
It's all relationships.
It's relationships. You bust his balls with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
song. He tells
Yeah,
you
yeah.
the truth on the phone line. I've always wanted a home with vinyl siding, and I know it's considered a little lower tier. But when I
seems-
look
There's
at
much
it,
better products.
but when I look at it and think, oh, I can just hose my house down, I'm like,
yeah,
that's dope.
You pressure wash it, and
Yeah,
it's fine.
there is something very pleasing about. Maybe I am just naturally trashier than most people. I look at vinyl siding and it calls me.
Yeah, and it seems fancy to me.
Yeah,
like
you know
plastic
what?
seems
My wife
fancy.
said the same thing, and you're going to say the same thing, and Crystal Van would slap my face.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I look at those all-in-one bathrooms where the company comes in and they just take, like, it's a mold of a bathroom, and they just stick it on your old mildew bathroom,
yeah,
and they're like, we're done in 15 minutes. And I'm like, I love it. I love it.
yeah.
I'm trashy, and I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I want, if there's mold behind there, I don't care. Just stick the new bathroom on top of it and let me take a clean shower.
And I like the old one being underneath.
Yes, I like that too. It's like, you know what it's like? Edgar Allan Poe's Tell Heart.
We're like,
I can hear the other bathroom's heartbeat.
Sorry,
you can
Justin.
slightly smell the mildew.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I hear it.
Well,
I
you
hear
seal it in there like the zombie land.
Yeah, and I can hear it. I can hear the showers of lore.
So, Justin, what kind of deal? Like, what do you work on? Commission? How does it work there?
So I'm base plus commission. So I make a decent base that basically covers my bills, and then I make 3% of all gross profit that I sell.
So, is there any way to really hit the lottery one day? Like, you get in with some sort of, huge buy, like maybe. Okay, Justin, what I know about the government is they love spending, right? And then if you
Yes.
get some sort of government contract
yeah.
on some sort of build they're doing,
Like Veterans Affairs building.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. Because
Yeah.
nobody's going to want to touch it.
yeah, they don't, and they'll spend whatever. They just write the check. It's not their money.
So we have an entire division of our company that handles that.
No, yeah.
So I don't get any taste of that. I have to find the private sector, but I am currently working on a deal that should be about $8 million worth of product this year.
Oh,
So, and that would be continually as long as this product keeps selling. They're a manufacturer, so I'd be getting them raw materials. So that's an added basically like $50,000 a year that I'd be
Oh.
adding to my yearly salary.
Yeah, man.
God,
yeah.
Just off of making that one relationship.
An extra $50K is
Yeah,
that'd go a long way.
And that's just one product that he would buy from me.
Man, I'm telling you, like, you get into high up sales, and it is boom or bust, and you got to grind your way and make.
Yeah.
And
You know, I wanted to name my son that.
high in sales.
No,
Boomer bust.
Boomer Bust Dennis. Boomer Bust Dennis.
Uh,
Middle name Bust
I like it.
but
with an umlaut.
like I know some people in like insurance industry and then other like big sales, like even radio and media sales.
Well, like Cruz, like Tony would do it. Tony would be like, "Hey, I just got Heinz, the company Heinz that makes ketchup. They just want to take a cruise with me, and so they want to bring 700,000 people
And their
and then
employees, like, all their higher ups.
not that many, but you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
they're taking 1,000 people, and he'd get the buy would be a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
You sold 1,000 cruises.
And then you'll have like a handful of clients. You get these huge commission checks from,
Yeah.
and then that's when you get real the next tier of being.
But then you
rich.
end up becoming like a vice president or somebody, right? I feel like once you get to that level, you hang out there for a little while, and then they kick you up to some like upper level where you're not even working with real accounts.
The problem is, Justin, you know this, then the bribery gets bigger and bigger because they know that this relationship is making you $50K. So then
Right.
you start having to get, you
have to peel them off a little.
Yeah, you get them tickets to Beyonce, and then the daughter's like wants to do a meet and greet.
Yeah.
That's another
Damn, we were doing that for
$2,500.
we were doing this for our power sports company. And it fell through the cracks.
Yeah. And then you worry about the other sales guy. He's like, oh, he can get my family and my kid into private school. You know, you
Yeah.
start getting into
Calling in favors.
Absolutely.
So then all it is a bribery dance where you're just bribing this person that has the
It's a pretty
contract.
fun dance. It's probably the only dance I know how to do.
And then you're like, wait a minute, I want to be in this guy's position where all he does is get bribed so that he can give his business to some guy who's getting a huge commission.
Do you get bribed, Justin, at all?
So yeah, manufacturers will bribe me a bit to try and push their products.
You know what doesn't
For
work
sure.
on me anymore, and I got to say this for everybody,
Yeah.
even for Mo. Got to say it for everybody. Yeti cups don't move the needle anymore.
No,
I have to say this. I have to say this for
I
everyone.
agree.
Radio station, I say this for all the radio stations, shows on Real Radio. Yeti cups don't give me. I can't.
Everybody has 15 of them.
Yeah, as soon as China got a hold of the Yeti cup and started mass producing them, there was a sweet spot where you had them and you're like, man, I'll have Yeti cups for it. And now I can't even drink out of them anymore. Too many of them. I'm back to plastic.
I shouldn't say this on the air, but
Okay.
I'm going to because I don't know the rules or
Yeah.
anything. I have thought about actually just giving someone cash, and they like, here is cash for spending your marketing money with me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
What's wrong
it's
with
never
that?
been done before,
Yeah.
and because
We
Very
do that basically.
yeah, no, I know, and
So we give back end deals. So we give like 6% back on their yearly purchase.
But-
So at the end
So
of the
you're
year,
like Discover
they're just
Card.
getting cut a check for thousands of dollars.
Here's the thing, Justin. I think about these things, and I'm like, this sounds like the perfect plan. I'll just give them cash for spending their company's money with me.
Well, no,
but
you
I'm like,
ask
don't
them up front. Say, how much are you going to give me? And they're like, I'm going to give you 5,000. Say, like, I'm going to give you back 1,000.
cash back.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
cash back.
It's cash back.
And then
It's
just
Discover Card.
And then I just keep funneling it through me, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
and you'll
have to spend
always
it,
get cash
and
back.
then I'm just gonna
But
give
if you spend it with other people, you're not going to get cash back.
But then what stops me is sometimes you're like, this is a perfect plan, and then you do it, and then you find out it's illegal like 5 years later.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? That's
Yeah.
illegal? And then
Well,
you're
then
We
you're gonna
do
take
that all
off.
the time in our business.
yeah. And then they're like, well, now you're gonna have to, get a lawyer. This is a crime. You've committed fraud.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what? I thought I just came up with a brilliant idea to get free money.
But, like, you know what I've noticed is that, like, if you're a politician, though, and you get into trouble for stuff, you could just ignore it. So I'm going to start doing that. You just
Yeah.
get in trouble, you're just like, it's fine.
Dude, sometimes they want to set an example,
I
and then
know.
the news gets involved, and then
the news. I hate the news gets involved.
And then
Sir, what do you have to say?
Yeah, and then I'm putting my blazer over my head,
Yeah.
and then running to SUV.
Yeah, and you're in a court of public opinion.
Yeah, I've always wanted to put my coat over my head and run.
You know, that's the difference between you and me. I wanted to do hoodie and pull the entire hoodie like Kenny from South Park.
Okay, yeah.
Just a
That's
hole.
it. Yeah,
I've always wanted to do the hoodie hole. And I'm hoodie hole, and you can be blazer.
Yeah.
Hoodie hole and blazer.
Can
in
I
the
be
morning.
tinted visor?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like it when the cops are cool enough to put the blazer over my head when I'm handcuffed.
Yeah.
Because I
They
can't
drape
do
it over you.
Yeah.
It's called the ghost.
That's pretty nice of them to be concerned about, like, hey, this is embarrassing. Can you put my coat over my head? And they do it. I'd be like, if I was the cop, I'd
Would
be
you
like,
do
nope.
that?
I'll be like, show your
I think
face.
you would. I think you'd be a
Show
pretty
your-
nice.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you'd be
yeah.
a nice cop.
No, I'd be fine with it. But they should make them show
You'd
their
probably do
face.
it just out of pure embarrassment for them. You'd be like, hold on, you're going to go there with your face? Put this blazer on your face, man.
Yeah,
what the hell's wrong with you?
You know what you've done? You can't let people see your face.
Good God, man, you're a rapist. Put this blazer around your head.
Sorry, Justin. So what are we talking money wise? What are you pulling
Oh,
here?
this guy he flies down here and he starts.
I know,
he goes Turo crazy and
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping by the end of the year to be around 150, 180.
Ooh,
If I can help it, if
Yeah.
not more, if I land that big account.
yeah.
That's obviously a little bit more. So it's uncapped commission. So it's as hard as I want to work, basically.
That's right.
But
yeah.
I make 50,000 base.
All right.
but then you've got the sky's the limit underneath. Like if you're bored and want to just like try
Yeah.
and sell some stuff, you can do it.
Yeah, because once you have your clients, and most of them can be satisfied with some emails. You know.
Oh yeah, I have an inside sales guy who does a ton of work for me,
Yeah.
and then product managers who just their only job is to sell certain products. So they're doing a ton of like follow-up calls. I do a lot of in-person stuff.
That's in sales.
Relationships.
You get you get your secretary to send your clients the kids' birthday cards and all the, they have it all written down, and then all you have to do is go play golf every once in a while with them, get drunk,
couple of jokes.
yeah.
Locker room talk.
Do some locker room talk.
You're going to Knicks Pacers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are
The
you? Are you
basketball
going
game.
You're really going to Knicks Pacers?
Yes, sir. Game
You-
5.
Damn,
or game 6.
I am
Oh,
jealous.
What
That
is
was
it,
a
game 5.
That was a good ass game last night.
You get some good
Yeah.
seats. Then the key is, Justin, you get your client to start spilling the beans about how he cheated on his wife or whatever. So
and
then
then
now
you put the tax on him.
well, now you know his secrets. So
Yeah.
then he'll be like, well, I can't leave this guy because he's going to tell my secrets. You got to get him to tell you secrets,
and then
Justin.
and then you got to say
Well, really,
things.
the secrets I'm looking for are what they pay for stuff. So that's the information you
no.
really
Personal
want to get out.
secrets.
Because then you undercut them
No,
and
hold
then
on.
you get all their
You're
business.
doing this wrong. Personal secrets. You need to have something where you
Well,
can,
those come with it, obviously.
you want to get this guy under your thumb, and you want to
Yeah.
let him know that in any moment you could freak out and ruin his life, and that's why he'll stick with you.
Yeah. Like, I know you videotape,
Exactly.
but,
Yeah, like I know you. Let's just say you're a bit like Rex Ryan, if you know what I mean.
Well,
I know about the thermos tape.
Justin, thanks so much for doing a weird job
Yeah,
today.
man.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you, guys.
Thanks for being a good sport, buddy. When's the next time we'll see you?
I'm hoping to be down for the BDM barbecue. That's
Cool.
the goal.
All right.
All right.
But I turned 40 like 3 weeks before that, so gotta kind of figure that out too.
All right.
Well, the birthday's just happened, you know. What
are you figuring out?
You can't
Oh.
stop it. I mean,
You're figuring out your own celebration?
Yeah, well, and time off work and stuff.
Gotcha. That
Well,
took a sad
Time
turn.
is money.
Justin, do a quick commercial for becoming a BDM. Put your salesmanship into it.
Yeah, if you want to just be part of a group that is always there for you, no matter what happens, Tom and Dan have created basically the best group of people that there has ever been. There's no money that can be spent.
Yeah. And not no matter what happens.
Yeah.
There are certain
Yeah, there are big lines in the sand for me, buddy. Like big lines.
I'm like, oh, I
blacked
can't
out for
defend
6
that.
hours on a cruise, and people were trying to find a door key to get into my
Well,
door. to
well,
make
but
sure
people
I
were-
Well,
was
that's
okay.
fine. Pass it out.
People are also
yeah.
trying to stick tissues in your big crack, you know. Like,
Well, that's fair. I was passed out.
all right.
Yeah. Well, Justin, man, we appreciate it, and we'll talk to you and see you soon. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All
All
See you,
right,
dude.
buddy. Be good.
Justin's a good
Yeah,
guy.
so the Zoom audio works.
Yeah.
That's the way we gotta do it.
That's the way. Yeah,
That's the
See,
way
we
two,
learned.
two grandpas using Zoom audio. Yeah, I can hear my granddaughter like it crystal clear.
Yeah. You're out there. We did a lot of bad audio before we just figured out today.
Now, are people going to miss the bad audio? Because for a minute, remember when 4K came out and then there was a group of people
too
that's like,
clear.
too clear.
Yeah. But I don't need it this clear. Like I see the blemishes in my news anchors now.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. We'll take a break and we'll come back with more corporate time.